Let me ask you something. If I told you that right now, today, you could legally own an acre of American land for less than the cost of a smartphone, would you believe me? Most people wouldn't. But the data says otherwise. While home prices have doubled in most of the country, there are 5 states in America where raw land is still selling for prices that most people would laugh at until they see the deed. Today, I'm going to show you exactly which 5 states those are, what makes each one special, and how to find the cheapest parcels before anyone else does. Let's get into it. But first, why does cheap land even exist in 2026? Here's the thing most people don't understand. Land prices aren't driven by what the land is. They're driven by what people want to do with it. Land near cities, near jobs, near schools? That's expensive. Not because the dirt is different, because the demand is different. But in rural America, there are millions of acres that nobody is fighting over. Absentee owners who inherited land they've never visited. Investors who bought cheap and want to sell cheap. County governments sitting on tax, seized parcels they'd rather turn back into cash. The result? Prices that look like a mistake, but aren't. These 5 states are where you'll find them. State 1, New Mexico. Average price, approximately $725 per acre. New Mexico is consistently the most affordable state for raw land in the entire country. $725 per acre on average. To put that in perspective, the national average is around $18,000 per acre. New Mexico is sitting at roughly 4% of the national average. Why? Low population density, arid climate, remote terrain, large stretches of land that simply have no development pressure on them. Lunar County, Valencia County, and Torrance County are consistently the cheapest areas. You can find parcels listed under $500 per acre in some of these counties. Now, a few things to check before you buy in New Mexico. Water access is the big one. In arid states, water rights are everything. A parcel without water access, or without the ability to drill a well, is much harder to develop or resell. Road access is the second thing. Some of the cheapest parcels in New Mexico are landlocked. Always verify legal access before you bid. But for investors looking to flip, New Mexico is one of the easiest states to buy low and sell to off-grid buyers who are willing to pay market price for the right parcel. State number 2, Colorado. Prices from about $2,290 per acre, with some counties under $1,000. Colorado surprises people. Most think of Aspen, Vail, Denver. Real estate at $500,000 a home. But southern Colorado, particularly Costilla County, is one of the best-kept secrets in the raw land market. Prices start at $3,000 per acre. In some remote mountain areas, prices are even lower. Costilla County alone has hundreds of parcels listed under $5,000 for multiple acres. Why is it cheap? Remote location, high elevation, limited utilities, and no infrastructure pressure. But here's what makes Colorado interesting as an investment. The state attracts outdoor enthusiasts, off-grid dreamers, and remote workers at a rate few other states can match. That means your buyer pool, when you're ready to sell, is enormous. Buy the cheap land. Find the right buyer who wants a mountain retreat. The spread between what you paid and what you sell for can be significant. Just be ready for seasonal road access issues and verify building codes before you commit. State number 3, New Mexico's neighbor, Arizona. Average price, approximately $4,000 per acre, with some areas under $1,000. Arizona is number 1 on almost every affordable land list in America. And for raw land investors, specific counties are the real opportunity. Mojave County, Navajo County, Cochise County. These three counties consistently have the lowest land prices in the state and some of the highest listing volumes. You can find over 150 plots listed under $5,000 right now on LandWatch alone. What makes Arizona attractive beyond the price? Two things. First, solar potential. Off-grid buyers specifically seek Arizona land because the sun exposure makes solar energy viable year-round. That increases your resale market significantly. Second, low property taxes. Arizona has some of the most favorable property tax rates in the country. Holding land here while you wait for the right buyer costs almost nothing annually. The main challenge in Arizona, same as New Mexico, is water. Always verify water access or the feasibility of a well before committing to any desert parcel. State number 4. Arkansas average price, approximately $11,600 per acre. Rural parcels much lower. Arkansas doesn't get enough attention in the land investing world, and that's exactly why it belongs on this list. The natural state, as they call it, has an unusual combination of affordable land and genuine usability. Forests, rivers, fertile soil, mild climate, land you can actually do something with from day one. The Ozark Mountains region and the river valleys in the Northwest consistently produce the cheapest rural parcels. In some counties, raw wooded land is still available well under $5,000 per acre. What makes Arkansas special for investors? The homesteading and off-grid living market is enormous here. Post-2020, rural Arkansas saw a significant wave of buyers relocating from cities looking for land to build on. That demand hasn't gone away. Buy the cheap wooded parcel. List it to the homesteading crowd. The margin can be substantial. Arkansas also has straightforward land laws, no state income tax on land sales below certain thresholds, and a strong culture of owner financing, meaning you can often buy without going through a bank at all. State number 5, Mississippi. Average price, approximately $10,800 per acre. Mississippi rounds out the list, and it might surprise you most. When people think Mississippi, they think heat and humidity. Land investors think opportunity. Mississippi consistently ranks in the top 3 most affordable states for raw land. Rural counties, particularly in the Delta region, have parcels available at prices that are hard to believe until you see the listing. What makes Mississippi valuable as an investment target? 3 things. First, agricultural potential. Mississippi has some of the most fertile soil in the entire country. Land with agricultural potential commands premium prices when sold to the right buyer. Second, hunting and recreation. Mississippi is a top-tier deer hunting state. Hunters actively seek wooded rural parcels, and they'll pay well above raw land value for the right property. Third, low holding costs. Property taxes in rural Mississippi are among the lowest in the nation. You can hold land for years at minimal annual cost while waiting for values to rise or the right buyer to appear. The main thing to check in Mississippi? Flood zones. Parts of the state, particularly near the Delta, are in FEMA flood zones. Always run a flood zone check before you buy. It takes 5 minutes and can save you from an expensive mistake. So, there you have it. 5 states, real prices, real opportunities. New Mexico at $725 per acre. Colorado with pockets under $1,000. Arizona with hundreds of parcels under $5,000. Arkansas with wooded land under $5,000 per acre. Mississippi with fertile rural land at prices most investors overlook. Now, here's what I want you to do with this information. Don't just pick a state and start bidding. Start with research. Go to LandWatch or Lands of America. Filter by your target state. Sort by price per acre, lowest first. Look at what's available right now. Then, run your due diligence. Road access, zoning, water, comparable sales. The opportunity is real. The data backs it up. The question is whether you act on it or scroll past it, like everyone else. If this video opened your eyes to what's possible with raw land, subscribe. We put out a new video every week covering raw land deals, tax delinquent auctions, and the hidden opportunities most people walk right past. Next week, we're breaking down exactly how to find tax delinquent properties before they ever hit an auction, using nothing but free public records. You don't want to miss that one.